Herts in Hertfordshire with Julian Robinson and Hayley, his wife. And you've got to ask, why on earth am I in a car park on a cold evening for my Turkey and tinsel time travel? Well, the answer is, and Julian, I'll come and speak to you about this, the answer is this piece of paper in my hand. When I was searching for something to do for 1920 for our Christmas build-up, and I came across this article. It's in the Telegraph. Other broadsheets are available. And if I read a little bit of this, a father, Dr. Ferdinand Porsche, back at Christmas 1920, he made a go-kart, a fully functioning go-kart that could go 30 miles an hour for his son who was 11 at the time, was called Ferdinand Anton Ernst Ferry Porsche. Thank you for holding that still there, Julian, blowing in the wind. And this go-kart became the blueprint for the VW Beetle. It wasn't until the 1930s that the Beetle was made, but this go-kart that he got for Christmas was the blueprint. And that has brought me here to this car park, and perhaps, Julian, you can explain why I'm stood in this car park. In your own time, Julian.
I can't explain why anyone's standing in this car park tonight.
You can, it's the Beetle Club.
It is, it's the Volkswagen Club. We're the Herts VW Club. We meet once a month. And we are, Volkswagen owners.
Volkswagen owners. Now, when I emailed you, and I emailed you out of the blue asking if I could come and meet you guys, you were quite surprised because you weren't aware of this article either, were you?
No, never heard the story.
But since, you've kind of put it around to the other members.
Yeah, passed it around the club, put it on our club website, put it in our newsletter, and one of the guys has even managed to find a picture of the original car.
Which I haven't seen yet, but presumably it's a black and white photo of this
it's
vehicle.
a very old black and white picture.
I should have to go on your website and check it out. Well, the other members are in the car park surrounding us. We heard, I think it was Steve's horn from his camper van. I think you should take me for a little tour of the car park and let me know exactly what vehicles we've got here. Starting at this end, because this is by far and away the jazziest VW I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, well, this one belongs to another guy called Steve. We like to be called Steve in the Herts VW Club. And this is a beach buggy, which he built himself.
It's purple, it's spangly, a perfect car, I think, for Lorna Milton. A very jazzy, glitzy car. How long would it have taken to build a car like that from scratch?
You can build something like this in a few months, or many people take many years.
But I guess it's a labour of love, isn't it?
It's got to be, yeah. I mean, they're quite a simple kit car to build, because that's what it is a kit. Originally it started as a Volkswagen Beetle.
Yeah. That started as a Beetle. I can't quite picture it now. It's had quite a metamorphosis.
Yeah, well, you take the body off and change it for a different body shell.
Yeah.
Some of them get shortened and they've spangly wheels and, have a play, but it's basically a Volkswagen Beetle underneath.
Very cool. Now, we'll move past this Volkswagen. This is mine. It's a Volkswagen. It's not a great example.
We do have a badge with us, a Herts VW Club sticker, for you to put in the back of your car when you leave.
Do you really?
Yes.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. I'm delighted with that. But let's move away from my boring car. And this is got to be a classic.
Yeah,
the VW Beetle.
A standard 1970s Beetle, which is what obviously everyone's used to seeing on the roads. When we're out and about.
Not only on the roads, this has been on TV. This is your VW,
this is mine,
isn't it?
yeah.
Recently been a TV star.
Yeah, it's on Living It TV.
Living It TV. Other channels are available. BBC channels specifically. So you were asked, I mean, there must be dozens of Beetles in the country, hundreds of Beetles. Why was it that you were asked?
Because I'm available.
You're available. Available
no
for
other
work.
reason, literally, they took this one along, put a roof rack on it, piled it up with bits and pieces, and there's a very short clip on the television just advertising, Living It TV, a bit of branding for them.
Well, on the rare moments that I move away from BBC television, I will check it out. But finally, let's move down to the end of the car park, because this is the real deal here. This is where the Christmas element comes in, isn't it? Because we've got a camper van.
But this is a split-screen camper van.
A split-screen camper van. And if we come round inside, I can see a gas burner is on. I should say hello to... Not another Steve. No, this is Dave. Hello, Dave.
Hi.
And Dave, you have agreed to get a bit festive with us. We're going to do some mulled wine here in the VW camper van as we celebrate Christmas in 1920.
I love this story. It's brilliant. Out and About boy Tim and the Herts VW Club, who were in a car park that evening in Letchworth, are telling the story today of an Austrian man who invented the Beetle car as a present for his son, a present he received on Christmas Day in 1920. What a cracking story that is.
Imagine that, yeah.
Brilliant.
Waking up to find that under your tree, not bad, eh?
Absolutely brilliant. So mulled wine later with the VW
mince
Club.
pies, everything, and also a world record attempt.
With the VW people.
With the VW people. Now, we don't know if it's an official world record attempt. I think it's probably not, but it was fun, though. It was certainly fun.
I'm looking forward to hearing.
We've got a strong smell of gas coming from this camper van.
Yeah.
That's all right.
We've got a very strong smell of gas. I'm about to get in this beautiful yellow split-screen camper van. I'm in a pub car park. The days are getting shorter. It's pitch black. It's pretty cold. Now, why am I here? Well, if you missed the programme earlier on, I'm going to recap for you if I climb in. Hello there, Dave and Hayley sitting in the back here. I shall recap, especially for you guys as well, and all our listeners. It was Christmas 1920 that a Dr. Porsche made a small go-kart for his son, who had a very long letter. You know, I've got my printout here. It's an article from the Telegraph. Where's his son's name? There we are. Ferdinand Anton Ernst Ferry Porsche. He made him a go-kart for his Christmas present in 1920, and this car design became the blueprint for the classic 1930s VW Beetle. Now, I'm not sat in the classic Beetle now, Dave. I'm sat in your camper van. Can I ask, how many years have you owned this, and how many years have you been a member of the club?
I bought it in 2001, and I've been in the club since about then as well, so...
Well, I mean, did you immediately think, I've got a VW, I want to join a club, or...?
Well, actually, I've been in quite a few clubs over the years, but at the time I wasn't in a club and I bought the van.
Is there a type of person that joins this kind of a club, would you say? These are quite a spread of ages and...
yeah, it's all young people to, people in their 70s even,
Yeah.
they all love the old camper vans and the old Volkswagen Beetles.
Well, are you sure that gas isn't leaking? We've got a very gassy smell
What it
coming
was,
off here.
when I first lit it, the lights didn't light properly, so we've got a bit of gas going on, but...
We're pouring out our mulled wine into the saucepan, heating up our mulled wine for this Christmas evening. Now, you're quite impressed that I'm so good at homemaking mulled wine, and mince pies, in fact, that a major supermarket chain has started selling my mulled wine and my mince pies.
That's right.
Quite impressed by that.
I am impressed.
Even labelled and everything, it's all official.
It's all done for you, isn't it? You don't even have to buy kit.
Well, while that's heating up on we're going to find out about other things you might have cooked on this stove across the country. But first, I'm going to sit back here with Hayley. Now, Hayley, Julian, your husband is the chairman of the Herts VW Club.
He's not actually the chairman.
He's not the chairman?
No.
He said he's the chairman. What?
No, he's not the chairman. He's one of the committee
when he wrote
members.
to me, he said he was the king at first. He said, I'm the king of the club. I delved a bit deeper. I found out that wasn't true. He's not even the chairman.
He's not the chairman.
Find out.
What is he? What's his real title?
He's actually our PR guru.
PR guru.
Yeah, and
I see.
website.
And website.
PR and website guru. Okay, thank you for that, Julian. Well, now you are married to King Julian.
I am. I'm actually an ex-chairman of the club.
You are an ex-chairman.
I am,
Okay.
yeah.
A chairperson.
I'm a
would you say?
chairperson. Yeah, we actually have a chair chick at the moment. Her name's Nancy, but she's working tonight, so she can't be here.
So she couldn't be down here.
She will be here later.
Okay, because you got your big Christmas meal tonight
We
as well.
have, yes.
So, which will be fun, I'm sure. I may sneak in for a drink. Anyway, getting back on the point. You weren't actually into this kind of car club membership, were you? Before you met Julian.
No, basically, we started going out together back in 1992, all those years ago. We met at school, etc. Julian turned up with a Beetle. I thought, oh my God, what is that? Absolutely hated it. Went to my first show, thought, can't stand these, can't see the point, what is it? Went to my second car show, thought, they're alright, I suppose. By the time I went to my third show, I came away with a Beetle. I actually bought one. Called Mabel, she was bright pink, she was lovely.
Now, you say you named her Mabel. All the people I've known, I have known quite a few people who've owned not just Beetles but other classic cars, always give them a name.
They do, yeah. My latest car, I've got a nice pink Golf at the moment, Golf Cabrio, called Penelope.
Why do you have to name them? Is it a type of person that gets quite attached to a vehicle?
Possibly, yeah. And they do seem to have personalities. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if it's just me imagining it, but I'm sure they do. Maybe that's where Herbie comes from, I don't know.
Of course. Well, later on in the programme, we'll be finding out some of the trips you've been on with your VWs. But while I'm sat in this camper van, I've got to ask Dave, where have you been? Do you get the chance to travel quite a long distance with this?
Yeah, we go down to Brighton every year. That's quite a long way. Also go around Cornwall, in it, touring, and go over Europe as well.
And are there big events for members clubs across the world?
Yeah, there's large events everywhere. I mean, we went to America last year to a really large show over there, and that was in California. It's lovely, nice and hot weather in April.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
And when you get there, is there like a natural rapport between yourselves and other people just because of your mutual interest?
Yes, there is. And also, if you go abroad as well, they're so pleased to see you. When they see your accent, they're so pleased to see you over there. They treat you like royalty. It's great.
Well, King Julian, no doubt, gets treated like royalty.
Yeah, he tries.
Well, I think our mulled wine is simmering away there. I'll get it nice and heated up, get it spiced. We'll come and meet some of the other members later on in the programme.
So,
It's Tim's turkey and tinsel time travel, turkey and tinsel time travel, turkey and tinsel time travel. What decade now?
Setting the turkey and tinsel time machine
for 1920.
Every time we play it, Coral next door on the phone starts bobbing along like a little Jack in the Box, bless her. So Tim, your Turkey and Tinsel time machine has taken us to 1920 this afternoon with a brilliant story. We're telling the story